This is Maginoni, and we went to Sanctum of Horror over the weekend. Now, Sanctum of Horror is located in Mesa, and they moved to a new location. They are on the Superstition Springs Mall parking lot. So if you came up Hampton Avenue, it's on the other side. It'd be on the Best Buy side. If you drive around the edge, though, just look for a purple building, and or say a building with some purple lights, and you'll find it. Now, Sanctum of Horror, it's $15 to get in. There's a front of the line pass, but you have to go to the ticket booth for more information. They accept cash, debit, credit, and keep an eye out for coupons because every once in, like some of these haunts have coupons available. So uh, go to their website, go to Facebook to see if there's anything available when before you go. Now, even though Sanctum of Horror is one of the smaller haunts, they do a really good job in terms of their usage of space. The rooms are small and they really give you the sense that you're you're trapped inside a smaller room. It's like almost claustrophobic. The transition from one room to the next with the corridors, they do also a fantastic job. A lot of times you'll have a haunt that it's so big they don't have room, like enough rooms planned out, so they have endless mazes of corridors that are twisting and turning with nothing on the walls. It's just either black or else they just spray paint it with neon, put dragons and planets, and that it just totally ruins the mood. But with Sanctum, what I really like is when you're walking down these corridors, they're short, it's twists and a turn, and then you're already into the next room. Maybe there's a little bit of a longer corridor, but they put stuff on the walls that actually makes sense. Like if you're in a house, there's like pictures, there's they're trying to make it look like there's like a wallpaper thing going on. They do a great job in transitioning, and I wish more haunts would do some things like that because when you go from room to room, while sometimes the just being in a very black and dark environment is scary, it sometimes doesn't transition well from one thing to the next thing. It pulls you out. The other thing I liked is normally I don't like outdoor haunts in the sense because there's no roof. Oftentimes, like you'll be in a room, and instead of looking at the room, you look up and then you see stars and the moon. Well, in Sanctum, they did a really good job to cover that, and because there's so much to look at, most of the time, I just looked down. I didn't even notice, the that there was a sky above me. So I think they did a fantastic job with that. Again, but the thing with these haunts is it's immersion. It's how well do they put you into this world? Because like even though a lot of times like haunts, like they may not necessarily scare you except for the jump scares. What really sometimes really makes it enjoyable is your your journey through it. Looking at and admiring the work they put into it, and they did a fantastic job. The ending is also really good. I won't spoil that. There's a interactive part which is really good also, and overall they did a great job. Even the timing of everything was pretty good for the most part. The person I went with, she's the one who got hit all the time by the jump scares. And another thing that I really liked about the haunt this year was even though they had different sections, like for example, there was like a home section, there was a sanitarium section. What was really I thought was good was there was a central theme that the actors just kept bringing up, and because there's that consistent message, it links everything together. So it's kind of like it grounds you into a journey, and they did a much better job compared to last year. In terms of anything that they did bad, for me, they hit all the good stuff. Part of me just wishes that it was a little bit more scarier, but scary to get me scared. I mean, you're really gonna have to go extreme on that, and I think by going to that level, it ruins the what makes the Sanctum like a nice haunted house. It's a great haunt for people who are going for the first time, or people who might be going, I'm scared, I don't really want to go. Go to a haunt like Sanctum. You'll get scared still, and you'll admire like I said, all the details. This isn't like some of these other haunts where they rely on just the jump scare and they put you in a big room with nothing. So, highly recommend going. Anyways, if you have any comments or questions, let me know. We're probably going to go to a couple more haunts this year, and I'll put reviews for those. Anyways, until next time.